And Liberal Senator Amanda Stoker is in hot water this afternoon over comments she made on Sky News last Thursday. The senator seemingly used words that are directly connected with the death of George Floyd. Here she is on Paul Murray's show.
Premier Palaszczuk knows she is absolutely choking our economy by having these borders shut. She is the knee on the throat of the businesses of Queensland, stopping them from breathing, right?
In the Senate on Monday, Labor pressed the Liberals on the comments and whether they would be publicly condemned. Matthias Coleman said he would speak to the senator. However, she doubled down on her remarks, and her office said she won't apologise.
The exchange that we had last week was about the opening of Queensland's borders, and I am really angry that the livelihoods of Queenslanders are going down the gurgler. They are struggling and they are choking because they are being held back by border closures.
Did you not mean it as the use of George Floyd's last words?
Look, I didn't intend it that way, okay. But because there'd been so much discussion around that subject, I suspect it was just front of mind. But the fact remains, this is a matter that is absolutely vital for Queenslanders. They need to get back to work. And I'm not going to apologise for holding the Premier's feet to the fire for her utter failure to do what's necessary in the interests of Queenslanders.
But you can't seriously expect people to believe that was unintentional. That was a very specific choice of words.
Well, it was just language that was sort of floating around at the time, and it's what came out, right? But here's something interesting.
If you had your time again, would you do it? Would you word it differently?
Look, everyone says all kinds of things in the heat of the moment, right?
Robbo, we do all say things in the heat of the moment, even live on this show. Is that a good enough explanation?
Absolutely not. These were very considered and very understood terms that she used. Now, we can go on that argument and say that, yeah, okay, it was live, it was at the front of her mind. That's another excuse that she's given. The fact is, you would apologise afterwards. Now is not the time to then use this as a political football. And make no mistake, that's what she's doing because she won't comment on it. So to see this, what I can only describe as an arrogant woman, outside of the studios of Sky News, saying that she was trying to redirect the argument back to how she's unhappy with the Queensland economy. That's fine, and that's her role and that's her job, being Liberal to Labor's Anastasia Palaszczuk. That's all good. But you would really apologise and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. To have someone like that come on air and go, nah, look, I'm going to make it about this. No, it's about this. No, I'm not going to make it about this. This is the biggest story in the world at the moment, and it's really important that we don't fan the flames. For instance, she's a senator from Queensland. At the last census, 4% of the population, so that's really still a large percentage, identified as Indigenous or Torres Strait Islanders. Shouldn't she, as a Queensland senator, also take into account that 4%, those people and many more, including myself, would find her comments offensive? It's just arrogant. And then when it was in the Senate, I'm going to finish soon, sorry. When it was in the Senate and Matthias Coleman was questioned about it, she was up the back and they took shots of her. She going, what an arrogant piece of work. And it's not helpful. It does nothing for the economy. And all it's done is actually hijacked her message.
Ben, I think Robbo makes a point in the fact that it's one thing to say something. There's no apology coming here.
No, there's definitely not going to be an apology from her because she's batshit crazy. Like, all I could see when I saw that clip was, I was like, oh, wow, Pauline Hanson's got a new haircut. Doesn't she look nice? And then I had to, check the monitor, and I was like, oh, hang on a sec, that's not Pauline Hanson. It's another politician saying stuff that's completely tone deaf. And the fact that she was given a chance to reprieve and, let's just say, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she said something on a whim. She didn't back down. She didn't see how ridiculous that statement was. And she left it all hanging out in the open.
I just want to pick something up, if I may.
Agreed.
There's no way that this was an off-the-cuff comment. When these politicians go on these shows, they have set out scripts. Mm-hmm. This was carefully thought out. She thought, because they try to be clever, so they try to give that grab that'll be used on the news. Yeah. Unfortunately for her, This attempt at getting a grab was completely stuffed up and completely inappropriate. And as far as I'm concerned, Labor, the Greens, everyone should keep pushing this because it is outrageous. Using the death of a man for cheap political point scoring. And this is the problem. This is why we've lost our faith in politics, because we get shit like this. I'm sorry I interrupted, Ben.
Oh, no, that's totally fine. I think what you were saying is valid. I think my concern with this is, like a lot of things, whenever we're in a conflict situation or we have a difference of an opinion, is when someone misses the message or misses the mark because they do say something that's outrageously scandalous. And that's what she did. It's all very well and good for her to be able to challenge Anastasia Palaszczuk, but she completely lost her opportunity to make a valid point.
It's the Ben, Rob and Robbo, Ben, Rob and Robbo Show.